I want you to think about people or acts that you consider evil. I guess it's more easier to think about the people that we consider evil, right? Think about the people that you consider evil in the past, in history, currently, right? You might think that even your own parents are evil, right? I made a video on your parents being your first mirror, and acknowledging that helps you move more freely in life. It's the same way with this video here. Acknowledging what evil is, right? Acknowledging where evil comes from, acknowledging where it starts will help you understand other people. Not only understand other people, but it'll help you understand yourself as well. And it'll help you move through life more freely. First and foremost, you need to acknowledge that evil is within a whole lot of us, right? We have different sides within us, right? Me and you are capable of evil. Me and you have probably, me and you have most likely committed some evil act. I'll get there in a moment, right? I'm not going to define what evil is. I'm going to tell you what it is. Not what it is. I'm going to tell you how it starts and where it comes from. For me, evil is a behavior. You're not born to be evil, right? You're not born to be evil. We are born pure. You're born pure. You're born with pure universal energy. You're not born with evil energy. Although you have the opportunity to commit evil acts towards other people and to yourself. And so how does evil start? Evil starts by, for one, ignoring your unresolved emotions, right? Ignoring your unresolved emotions, suppressing your feelings, suppression of the feeling, suppression of your anger, suppression of your sadness, your shame, your guilt. It starts from there. When you start to numb yourself or deny yourself of these feelings that are within you that you don't want to acknowledge, they manifest outwardly regardless of what you do unconsciously. So what you might find is that a lot of people that you consider evil, or what's behind people committing evil acts, is that they don't think that they're doing something evil. Sometimes, most of the time, they think they're doing the right thing, right? And then we consider them delusional, right? Only because it's an unconscious act. Again, evil, we're not born with evil, right? We're not born with evil. I believe everybody has some certain form of light, some form of good within us, right? So people that you consider evil don't think that they are evil. People that commit evil acts most of the time do not believe that they're committing evil acts, only because they have suppressed their emotions. They are incapable of feeling. So these feelings and emotions manifests outwardly, unconsciously. Their anger manifests outwardly, unconsciously. You cannot, even though you think that you are suppressing your emotions, they will come out one way or another. So anger will come out, your sadness and depression will come out, your pain will come out and manifest. And how would they manifest? By you hurting other people, by you transferring that energy. Emotions are energy emotion, right? And energy emotion, right? These emotions need to move somewhere. So when you attempt to suppress your emotions, what you're doing is you're moving it outwardly towards other people. You're transferring your dis-ease, your emotions, suppressed emotions onto other people. So your hurt, your pain, you transfer your pain to other people. You want, it's not that you want other people to feel pain, it's just that you can't help yourself from moving that pain from you towards other people. Again, all these acts are unconscious. Most of the time they're unconscious. Again, evil people most of the time do not think that they are evil. They don't spend their time thinking that they are evil. And again, when you are considering other people being evil, consider that you yourself do commit evil acts towards yourself as well. I'll get to that in a moment. Not only do you move these suppressed emotions towards other people, when you bottle it inside of you, you also commit evil acts towards yourself. So not only can you be evil towards others, not only can you be evil towards the external world, you could be evil towards yourself. Ask yourself, what evil act did I commit towards my own self? Well, there can be many. If you're not living the way you want to live, you're committing an evil act towards yourself. And we can all say that we have committed some form of evil act towards ourselves. And again, it becomes a vicious cycle, because when we hurt ourselves that way, right? When we hurt ourselves that way, by suppressing our emotions, by suppressing our hurt, by suppressing our pain, right? And we start to hurt ourselves. And when we hurt ourselves, we want others to feel that. It's a cry for help, right? It's only a cry for help, unconscious cry for help. So there are evil acts committed throughout, just all the way through, right? Unacknowledged fears. Unacknowledged fears, again, is an unconscious act. Again, this is a choice though. Fears that were brought up at one point, but you try to suppress them because you do not want, you refuse to face them. You refuse to acknowledge that they're there. You refuse to acknowledge that this is what you're scared of. You refuse to face your fears. And so again, that is projected onto others. You want other people to fear you instead, because you do not want others to see that you are in fear. You do not want other people to see that weakness within you. So you project your suppression of your own fear onto others by making other people feel scared, by making other people feel your fears. that is an evil act. And again, it doesn't have to be on a big scale. Evil is not does not have to be on a big scale. We when we think of evil, we think on a big scale. There, evil can be a small act, and that's the most dangerous of all when they're small acts. Because again, we like to think of evil as something massive, something big. And another thing, we don't believe that we do commit evil acts towards ourselves. Right? We like to think that only narcissists are capable of evil. Only psychopaths are capable of evil. Only sociopaths are capable of evil. Empaths or so-called good people are capable of evil as well, and they do commit evil acts to maybe towards themselves as well by hurting their own selves. If you hurt your own self, you're committing an evil act towards your own self. Evil is just love backwards. You're not loving yourself if you're hurting yourself. You're not loving others if you're hurting others. That's just evil right there. Right? Evil is all it is just unresolved. Your unresolved emotions and denial of fear. Denial of your own fear. That's all it is. And when we can acknowledge what evil is in that way, we could look at evil, who we consider evil, in a different light. We could have more empathy towards people that we consider evil. We could have more empathy towards ourselves if we catch ourselves doing something that we don't want to do, or when we catch ourselves doing something that we regret. Right? Thank you for watching this video.